Facebook family, LinkedIn family, Twitter family. I'm here with the CEO, very good friend of mine, Dr. Debbie Lassiter of Convergence Resource Center. And so we're here talking about sexual trafficking, sex trafficking in the city of Milwaukee. And let me say, there's no place that does it quite like this place. So thank you, Doc, for taking time out to talk to all the people here. So tell me a little bit about what makes Convergence Convergence. How effective are you?
Well, I believe that we're very affected by the fact that the survivors that we help leave here helped, but they also come back to help others. And that's what this thing is all about. No one does this the way we do it, because after helping and building up a survivor all the way from the inside out, and then also addressing the psychological aspects, which a lot of people don't do, we help them integrate back into the workforce, but we also help them develop to the point that they can go out and speak, they can mentor others, they talk to young ladies, they're able to rebuild family relationships.
Do we have a real clue of how bad this stuff is here in Milwaukee?
Wow, I'll tell you, Milwaukee has been called the Harvard of human trafficking.
Harvard of?
That's right.
What does that mean?
That means that people come here from all over to learn how to be traffickers. We're doing that here in Wisconsin. And also in Wisconsin, that second generation of traffickers, where this is the family business. The fathers teaching the sons and the nephews and the uncles. And the girls are born into this atmosphere believing that that's what they were born for, that that's what they're supposed to do, so they don't object. I think that because Milwaukee was considered a small town, it kind of snuck in on us, but it's been around here for a long time.
For a long time. And how much money is involved when we talk about it? You and I have talked. I mean, this is a business.
It is a business.
How much money?
Well, depending on who you talk to, it's anywhere from a $3.2 billion a year business up to upwards of $10 billion a year. Tax-free money that's out there being made.
One of the things that you and I, we've been talking about is men getting involved. And so you're doing a course at 2 o'clock. That's not for the men.
Right.
But we have the campaign with men getting involved. Tell me a little bit about that.
Our HEMAD project, which is human trafficking educators working with the men and boys against the demand. You see, human trafficking is a supply and demand business. So if we don't cut the head off the snake, so to speak, if we don't stop the demand side of it, they'll just keep supplying people. So men have to understand and be taught that some of our behaviors are really contributing to human trafficking, especially around now, Super Bowl time. There are a lot of parties.
Talk to me about the Super Bowl. We were talking about this, and you talk to us about how important and the magnitude of this issue is around a Super Bowl, which tomorrow.
Right. Now, first, let me say I love the Super Bowl. There's nothing wrong with the Super Bowl by itself, but it's the atmosphere around it of all the parties. You know, like we have a frat party. What's the thing? They're bringing in girls. Okay, so at a lot of these parties, they're bringing in girls, or they're having them in hotels, and in one room, there are girls working while the Super Bowl is going on. Groups of guys are together. Now, I want to just dispel one myth here, is that all traffickers are men. There are female traffickers as well, okay. Because it's money. All right. But when you have large sports events or any kind of large events, and people tend to gather and have parties and lots of celebrations, there is the propensity for trafficking to be at a heightened level during that time.
Now, because I don't want to make this a long video, but this will be a first in a series that we'll be doing. If your parting words, what would you say to the people that's watching this? And my network, it'll probably be around 30,000 people. How can we help?
Okay. My parting words to you would simply be this. Trafficking has been allowed to hide in plain sight because when we saw something that made the hairs on the back of our neck stand up, we didn't do anything. So if you're in a situation like that, do something. Not necessarily intervene, but call the National Human Trafficking Resource Center at 888-3737-888 or call Convergence at 979-0591 because there are people around you that need help. You know there's something wrong. You don't know what to do. Call us so we can help you find out.
All right, and then you can click stop after this, but next time we'll be talking about sex trafficking in young girls. It's in our school systems.
Yes, it is.
Stay tuned to that one.